Welcome to my channel, 8 Up Bass Fishing. Thanks for watching. Today's video, I'm just going to set up what I'm looking at for the month of February here in 2026. Got two tournaments. One is technically a March 1st tournament because Sunday the calendar flips over on us. But I've got three tournaments that I'm focused on for February. The main focus, the first of which is going to be Saturday, the February 21st. This is the second Phoenix Bass Fishing League tournament on the Harris chain. Follow that up the following Saturday, the 28th. I will be fishing the Weekend Warriors tournament. This is a fun little group. The tournament's actually announced the Friday morning before the tournament on Saturday. So it's just kind of a show up and do your best. Very few people get an opportunity to actually go out and pre-fish, so makes it kind of fun. And then the March 1st tournament will be that Sunday after. On the 1st is out of the St. John's River Mullet Lake Park. This is a team tournament as well as the Weekend Warrior one. This will be the first tournament of the year, as the crazy weather we've been having canceled it. The first one for February, so March 1st will be the first one. Gonna try and get a lot of videos of my practices and the tournaments themselves to present to you guys and see how we did. So as I'm contemplating these upcoming tournaments, again, my main focus is going to be the tournament on the Harris chain for the BFLs. Definitely want to put together a solid practice plan and remind myself to follow my practice plan. The biggest obstacle I've got right now in doing that is it's obviously very early in the month. The weather, again, has just been crazy here in Central Florida. We've had snow, we've had record lows. One of the tournaments actually got canceled for the St. John's because of the extreme cold weather and winds. So my practice situation right now is still so up in the air with it being so far off. I have a day and a half basically before the tournament. That Thursday and Friday I'll have to practice, and mainly my focus right now is just to work on the practice plan, so I have the right idea of the waters that I want to cover, the waters that I want to look at, and be able to hopefully put together a solid tournament plan out of those couple days of practice there. I'm focusing right now on just studying my maps. I know the chain pretty well. Not near as good as many of the competitors, but I've got some areas I really want to check out. We're launching out of Venetian Gardens, so that's all the way up in the west end, basically, of Big Lake Harris. So I'm not a big fan of running all over the lakes, making long runs. I definitely do not want to include in my practice plan any trips to Lake Apopka, because that's a very long hour and a half to 2.5 hours, depending on how you catch the locks. Going the other way through the different no wake zones and up and locking through to Griffin is also a very time consuming thing. Two great fishing lakes, but in my mind, I think I need more time with a fishing pole in my hand instead of a steering wheel. So I'm going to focus my practice plan, especially when I don't have to launch from a single point. I can trailer to some of the other areas to take quick looks, ride around, even put it back on the trailer and head to the next lake, and work it through that way. So the map study and everything is what I'm focused on for the next couple weeks. As it gets closer and Mother Nature reveals what she's going to serve us up for the actual week of the tournament, then I can tighten up that practice plan a little bit, as well as, again, my practice plan needs to have the tournament in mind with the long runs and what I've got to do going forward with that. So that's always a very important part of it, and keeping myself fishing. So as I look forward to the tournaments and so forth this month, again, my main focus is the Phoenix Bass Fishing League tournament, the BFL on the Harris chain. That's my driving force. With my finish on Okeechobee, again, it left lots to be desired for me personally. 94th, I'm nowhere near the points I needed to be, and so forth. But I think I got the right idea, so I need to translate it. So my goal for this one, of course, always is 5 fish by weigh in, and hopefully I finish high enough into the top 30 or more, to help boost me up, because my ultimate goal is to fish the whole series of the BFLs here in the Gator division and qualify for the regional, which you have to be in the top 30. So every ounce counts, every point I can get towards that goal of qualifying for the regional is what's upmost on my mind. Of course, I always want to win the tournament, but again, a solid finish is what's my goal and what's most important for me. The Weekend Warrior tournament, I've finished in the money 3 out of 4 that I've fished. Technically, one of those was I placed for the smallest limit, but hey, it's still money. That was a fun little thing they do. I don't know if that's good or bad that I had the smallest limit, but I did have a limit where others didn't. The And now that the first tournament got canceled for the Mullet Lake Park on the St. John's there, the goal for that again is going to be a top 10 finish. This is a series, so this will be the first tournament of the year. Our goal with my partner on this one is obviously make the top 10 for the end of the year points, so you qualify for the Classic. So pretty simple goals. I don't think I'm stretching anything in any of that. Um, Again, it's all going to come down to my preparation, I think, and how I make this all come together, especially for the BFL part. So that's my February plan. Hope you like what you're saying. I'd love to hear any comments about any part of my plans, how I'm looking at things. A different perspective is always welcome. I'm just here to learn as much as I can about this sport I love, and of course do the best I can with continued learning. So please subscribe, like, post your comments up. I will get back to you. The filming schedule will be I will bring a couple videos out from my days of practice. I will go in depth while I'm practicing on what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing, why I'm in the area I'm in, what I think about it, and how I'm going to formulate my plan for the tournament. And then, of course, I will have film posted up after the tournament on how I did, how I stuck with my plan or didn't stick, what changed, what maybe worked, what didn't work. So again, I can learn some more and go on to the next one. So again, like, subscribe, leave me some comments. Thank you so much.